Legendary Fighters 4, The Great War, Battle 15. Bein declares independence. As from King Alexa kills the Angeloscan forces along with Colin, except for Mark Yubi and Diana. During the big fights and war going on Closetru Castle. At this point, Delta had turned into the great three-headed dragon. Ten-headed dragon of the end times dragon. And Metal started to recite a psalm. Psalm 23, while the dragon was throwing all his fire at him. The fire did not touch Metal. Stunned by this, the dragon was going to attack again. Then Sumatran and Queen Alexa used their might to start fighting the dragon. At the same time, Red Orr had rallied his forces to advance, and the front lines were being crushed. The Carolians had appeared as reinforcements to destroy the tanks and the cannons of the Closetru. This prompted Red Orr to advance. Then Sumatran called for the magazine. But before the magazine, Queen Alexa called for reinforcements of her forces. And then Cliffel, the daughter of Metal, appeared, and Sarah Lee, guiding and protecting her, vowing to her lord that she would protect her, as Clef wanted to see her father's dream come true, and could not stand by any longer and watch him fight to the death while she did nothing. Also, for so much in his body, sent a magazine out to defeat the Red Orr's reinforcements, and the battle was once again in stalemate. The castle was being bombarded, and while the castle was being bombarded, Bein and Colonial prepared to welcome the Androsan forces who were rushing in as reinforcements. Bein, looking forward at the oncoming Androsan forces to Colonial. But I win or die. It matters not, but I refuse to fight on the same side as the LaFleurs. I, Bein, will kill and end the LaFleurs, even if that means my own life. Colonial, yes, my lord. I've served you so long. I serve you for this long, and I'll gladly die for you again. Prepare your sword, Colonial. Bein said. Our training is about to come to fruition. When as the Androsan forces arrived, they were stunned to see Bein and Colonial. They thought there was a welcome party that was going to rush past them. The Colonial did a large slash with his sword, slaying some of them. And then the Androsan forces knew, but they were the enemy. So about soon between them, David and Harold and their forces were defeated as Bein laughed. David, you are the oldest person that ever lived in the universe. Now it's time I send you to your grave. Much longer we do. Here LaFleur fought bravely against Bein, but was cut down. Harold was gone out for vengeance, but was slain and stabbed in the back by Colonial. And then Princeton and College tried to avenge them, but were defeated. Mark was about to, he felt Bein blast him and pushed him away, but he survived this. And then Diana was the last one standing, watching her entire family and her army wiped out by Bein. Bein felt the power. Yes, killing the oldest LaFleur ever has gained me powers back. Yes, I feel it at long last. Ultimate power. Immortality at last. Queen Alexa, eat your heart out. Of God, Bein has finally. Before he got his words, he was slashed and then defeated, slashed by the sword and mashed down by the elbow. There's none other than Ian LaFleur, and Judah LaFleur, yours truly, returned back from the dead to answer the call of his family. He arrived just a little too late, but he rescued Diana from her fate and revenge her for going to the Golden Goddess as she was about to bring great sorrow. Also, it turned great joy to see her grandfather alive. She had never met her grandfather in person. This was a treat. Granddad, she cried. Then LaFleur said no. King Bein, you're finished. And he slammed the emblem on top of him, squashing him to bits. His essence taken by the Prince of Darkness, who was well pleased at this. And Colonial saw that his old rival, Andrew LaFleur, had returned, and he said, "Why fight me with an emblem? Put that away. Fight me sword to sword. Let us fight for the fate of the universe," he pointed at him. LaFleur, taking the sword now, turned back at Colonial, and said, "Yes, indeed. Bring it on. This time, I will rule all the universe." The two clashed. The swords clashed hard and wide as the battle began between them. The battle between the dragon and the big three continued on. Well, Queen Alexa and Super Merchant combined their might in a strong blast to put a final dent in the dragon. Before the dragon was slain, however, Radar did the unthinkable. He decided to fuse with his lord in order to save him in the last moment. And after that, there came a more menacing being. A three-headed, fused, short-tongued dragon. Metal was disgusted. Queen Alexa almost vomited with so much. It's not surprise. Rador's loyalty and devotion to his lord would cause such a thing to happen. Seeing this development, they decided to eat so much inside to slash the sword to slay the dragon before it could fully develop. And then the dragon was slain, but before he could be destroyed, Prince of Darkness ran again, snatched both of them up as, conversation. And after that, seeing this, what was left of the Closetru fled. Now having lost their generals and their lord, the Closetru Empire fell. And thus also they were unable to occupy the Milky Way galaxy. And thus the Milky Way galaxy and planet Earth are now free and were not in control of anyone. The Closetru were finished. The Big Three and their forces were too exhausted to deal with Cajun Bein. But Cajun Bein had been slain, as LaFleur and Colonial now fought in the battlefield all over the place. The two fought bravely. Colonial and his attacks, LaFleur and his sword skills. It was just like in the beginning, in Utopia, where Colonial and LaFleur first met, but more intense. The final battle was on. Andrew tried to use his special attack, the giant Androzika 8, but every time he tried, Colonial would dodge it with his sword. Seeing that this was a deadlock, LaFleur decided wisely being fair to Colonial, who killed him and ruined everything. So, by such diabolical means, it was time for the emblem. And then the emblem came and broke Colonial's defense as he was defending his sword, thus enabling him to use the Mayan Joe's blast. Then Colonial was blasted all across the dimensions, all the way to the other side, and LaFleur reached back his hand and waited for a precise moment Colonial would return. He snatched Colonial from the back, slammed on the ground, and slammed the emblem on top of him. And for good measure, he stabbed Colonial in the heart. Vengeance and payback for what he did to him back in the early days of their war. Colonial was slain. Cajun Bein was gone. The dragon was gone. LaFleur, Andrew King LaFleur, and Dan LaFleur were the last. This defeat cost them greatly. The Androzgan Empire, as the other ones knew, under David LaFleur's side and family, is now gone. Seeing this, LaFleur told her about another duo that was allied with Androzika. This duo was that of the Federation. The Federation of the Flower, which was led by Karnaru Rota and Sparkle. Their federation consisted of allies and friends and supporters of Androzika and the LaFleurs from all across the eon, and formed together an army, and he followed LaFleur as he returned. And so they were now the allies of the LaFleurs, unable now to be an empire and to rule. They decided to join the allied forces, and the big three, Sunamunchin, Medel, and Queen Alexa, now stood atop as the top tier allies and leaders of the Great Alliance. Now only Damien, the Prince of Darkness, Chaos, and the Anabatalka were left. As Sunamunchin discussed things with LaFleur, as the two never met before, and discussed the future and their shared ambitions. Sunamunchin made note that him, Medel, and Queen Alexa now will work together to destroy what is left. Medel agreed and called back his troops and his daughter and Sarah Lee and Sipan together to prepare their troops to rest for the final confrontation. However, as Sunamunchin went to turn to Queen Alexa, she was already gone. She lost Bein and Colin, but her main threat was now gone. Now she is free to go to Closetru and take back what she deemed was rightfully hers.